Hello and happy Friday. Welcome to the channel. This is Fridays with Brandon, and this is episode number 136. 136. And today, what we're going to talk about is the Fluke-17B Plus and the 15B Plus. And I think this is going to be a great tool for most of you homeowners. We're going to talk through the features and why I think this could be the right tool for you if you're a hobbyist and or you're not in an industrial plant and you just want a great meter to have around the house. So let's jump into it. Okay, so let's talk through why the 17B Plus or the 15B Plus might be the right tool for you. So you're going to find that these are average responding meters. So if you're in an industrial environment around like VFD drives and stuff like that, these probably might not be the best tool for you. But for most homeowners that need to just measure voltage, continuity and resistance, maybe capacitance, then this is going to be a fantastic tool for you. So let's talk through it. So one of the things you get is, first you get the Fluke meter, and it's nice and rugged and reliable, which is nice. You get a nice backlit screen. You get voltage AC and DC, millivolts if you needed that. Jump over here, you get resistance. You also get continuity and a diode test. How do you switch through those? Use the little function key. You switch through. Now we're in continuity test, and then the diode test. Then capacitance. Why would you ever use that at the home? Well, if you're ever working on an air conditioner or any motor that has a capacitor, this is capacitance test. I might have said that wrong a second ago. But this is capacitance, and if you ever have a capacitor for either your HVAC unit or a refrigerator or whatever that could be going out, you can test capacitance and see if you need to replace that capacitor before running to the store. But really, the continuity test and the voltage is probably what you're going to use 99% of the time around the house, or any other time for that matter. You also have the ability to measure current if you're doing a car application. You do have to hook up in series, and you can see we have a 10 amp fuse circuit and a 400 milliamp fuse circuit. So you get both the milliamp and the amps. Microamps is going to give you the ability to measure for like flame detectors in your HVAC system as well. And then finally, you get a temperature reading. Now, it's going to come with a K-type thermocouple you can plug in here, and you'll be able to use that. Now, where do you plug your leads based on which function you're in? Great question. You can see right here for voltage, resistance or continuity, temperature, diode, and capacitance. All your red lead would be plugged into this one for all of those functions. For milliamps and microamps, you're going to be in this one, and then for amps, you're going to be in that one. Other things that you might want to be aware of, you can change the range on this. So change where the decimal is, right? If you want manual range, or hold down to go back to auto. You get your min-max, so you can turn something on, watch it do its min-max, and then toggle through the min-max once you're in that mode. And then you do have a, let's see if we can get something squirrely up here on the screen. Maybe DC millivolts. Okay. You do have this rel, so you can click this, and then you can see relative to what you've done before. So, for instance, if you were to be hooking on with either voltage or maybe you want to do continuity, and you're measuring resistance between a circuit, but you're going to add something additional to that circuit. Well, you don't care about the existing amount of the circuit, so you go over here to resistance, you get some kind of resistance on it, you hit relative, it's going to zero it out, and then you add an additional resistor or additional wire to that circuit, and then you'll see just how much resistance you added to that circuit at that time. Regardless, this is a great meter at a good price point. I am going to put a link in the description below to my Amazon page and the Amazon store, so you can check that out. If you're a homeowner and you want a Fluke tool, this is probably the right tool for you. Until next time, have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you around the corner. Bye.